Yasante Simubiemo, or favorite podcast inside the game. Yabandiani Abinance, another wonderful edition. Master previous editions, no one have been sharing now. But your first time, I said, make Indiana was subscribe. Aha, not briefly, be to me and watch share. But any other interesting shows our channel is so be enjoy. Pa, I'm Wakwaba, my name is Super Squad by Evans, Kwabana Support Mr. Oswena J and an Jagua Edijumadieno Ebro. And of course, the producers confidence and Nama Igna Yatelemu and Yasam Ketwakra and then Anama El Shayabo Sanka Yaba Yoseana Yanon Mana my train the enemy so my dear Bequini Modiba na or premise see a pet the Enquire the first podcast in the world oh yeah podcast I no edifu na say edi kukunte no mo kwan e bin see that take here set a record next time we best set a record no a whole lot of issues that we table so na yeah baba hwe yes okopiemu wo eyamanone now the UEFA Nations League is over and the talk about adia amofo ekamasem adia Lamine Yamal and Cristiano Ronaldo. Before the game, Lamine versus Ronaldo versus on the day, Baku yin hupie, Baku die. And you said you'll be a seriously, yes, it is over. Cristiano Ronaldo and Portugal are champions of the UEFA Nations League. And if you say Ronaldo, a bestie onto the scene, Portugal. Watching a Bobre Portugal for in 4 finals. See actually almost say yes, to me, judge me and Sandy Amon. So interesting. I'm unfortunate as you say the way they go to one and still also with Marco World Cup at the age of 40, records no ya no yeah. The goal stoppers win 1,000 no gusukwa and a echo the top scorer of the UEFA Nations League. Yabakuma Kohe, Sanya, Portugal team jump now so Spain before the game, so many predictions. It be says Spain bet Genia the Araba Portugal prove all odds. It was against all odds for Timeaji, ASR trophy in the city Matricio and third place France. And so in Kylian Mbappe Eli Diomo Mutimi. Actually, sa third place no this year Matricio near the idea. No at Danchanya. So the move is on. I'm out for breeders and sign City Gusus and sign versus here. Yes. British record signing and the Liverpool ampad on Sashon Butumus and Sabi Nyasam Ketwa. Omugusu kwawura musomo pebia san beka ho number cool and nemua Nyasam Ketwa kra. Next season a bed Chelsea and Yabre. Clubs are holding and Yabre, Bibiani Gold and ebi pam coaches they be appointed coaches. City the new players and one also sign S and sign coaches crack and the backroom staff on. Next season bed the pa. Real Madrid goes so sign Trent Alexander-Arnold the natural so and other players are Real Madrid that from Baromo GD so betting me boy man omugusu yi your much to be any ahead of the FIFA Club World Cup how and also ABC are cover hodom. Now if you in some ho Bibiani Gold Stars are champions of the Ghanaian Premier League. Oje trophy we pan at the verdict of the Bibiani Stars the buy against nations. They table no asadane I mean, has to focus me about Borremo or Tofomu. Ha, wow. My table is why nika. Heart of Lions also when you have a nation self say a tiaba form. Man for say I don't have verdict in a delay, sir. Nay, Clay. As a nation so more bony beauty, better than enter 3 points plus 3 goals, and they are TV and Obia who send a table next year. The table no send it producers who live. Show you so near the idea. No, there is a final of the MTN FA Cup. MTN FA Cup. We are waiting by the grace of God. We are waiting by the grace of God. Premier, second division, Ubia, MTN FA Cup. Why not AJ? Golden kick between us, Kotoko. And as a Kodoko say, a yenem nereni so to me edge the MTN FA Cup. Kwasieda University of Ghana Stadium and Paya na Adra. Yabakwa kohe sene sa game no besi akwa. No ne bebre na and na yachi ne kufu na yede Ebro live. Shane so mama say fans of us of bebre na say Coach Watara nko board member nya otama kro say mo dere o ko hifa. Coach anano ye to so be 14s ahe. What the abeto so 4th. Improvement. It is a by 10-10. The other next season, imagine where we would be. Timunya pam seven cry. In this area, say a pam cry. Brantia boy money idea. No be bring none and they brought inside the game. So that's not catch you. O comments are welcome. Our see on patron me comments or honomo na fe ye ne wundi dwuma emfa emmo. Medi kejuan ankasa Eric Asiedu Buedi. Abeja for me Simon Makwaba.
Eriko ejoso.
Bibi ekoye.
Yami Adom.
Yede radi ase.
Yankopon Adam na nema didedi.
Oba de be say yeti mpwanu
Mpwanu de. Na nwemu ani yeti de
ya. Ya Adom ya wan hoden.
Yeah.
Yede radi ase. Yede radi ase. Now, yen shall see for the UEFA Nations League quickly. Now yen fam radi other issues and Cristiano Ronaldo after the final was the talk of town, especially now finals. Our call Konaguni, my long last the goal came in the final. It was a very crucial goal. It's me a boy moment called that extra time called penalties. It's me echo winning. Now the goal status na man for winner HS can be asoro. They say they will be a but minim say Evans, minim baby our prediction koi. So now also minim baby our prediction koi. But a shocking one I say nipa na o deserving na no Evans.
Eriko, say, first of all, let's all be honest and sincere to ourselves. Luck, a play role in football. Sometimes, all odds may be against you, but due to that luck factor, and so to be wow. 2025, I know so ya fibia. One more nine can football no seen on my free mu. Omo anka be do baby abeka oh we mu dey am say omo ni mu bio no. Bo say wo ha no ma ba no be shocking bi. Na si enu bi ni nia ehu ye wo UEFA Nation League ni mu no because Portugal national team no say oyi time no a omubura mu je Euros no even that Euros luck played a role so check it baby on got so third na omene Iceland Sigerson Kodjosin Mamasin Ofasin Siwasin omene di sa ko wura mu Ronaldo Adom be against France Grand Prix or same referee win them. So people thought oh Dimitri Payet here do and the France. Di satem goal Kante mo. Uba benya Popo ba mo. Antoine Griezmann mo. And so mu ye adwuma no. But what happened? Yeah, who the best out of the French national team. But Portugal, a team bombarding with that substitution, that Ede who came in last minute got the needed goal. I team mom winning my first title. 2019 after 2018 September, we started UEFA Nation League. One more, and so some of the names are Netherlands national team. No, go share final. And so as I didn't see, Goncalo Guedes be from nowhere. No, Ababe go. No, they are here. Aje amom. Now no the year. Of course we. After Portugal go Remo 2018 World Cup no. Portuguese national team yen share hu omo. So my boy modern bia. Go Remo tournament bia na. You know group stages. Go Remo na no World Cup 2022 year group stages. Tembia Ronaldo be come be unhu no akopiem round of 16 why ya dey answer quarter finals na no Euros yi hu omo nduru ba bia but with this particular UEFA Nation League so mo bought 9 matches enya 8 wins enya just a loss ba coupe that should tell you say Portuguese national team now Roberto Martinez Crano send many pundits connoisseurs and bookmakers of the game they were against him and look am Portuguese for no according to Ebola for no say why already do ho hey Jesus e baba be take over from him say when team and UEFA Nation League na but now say ka sacking no but lack factor making e do mo sa ni namu Denmark quarter final. Who thought to support to Gabet me Ababa be Roma because first leg almost show 1-0 and they dominated the game. Denmark national team, Danish national team no. I mean, it was like a homo neko, for no a Denmark for moment the semi-final. The Timo Werner, you get Obi say Julian Draxler, you get Obi say last thing the homo. These are players almost be real national team no and only called the Confederation Cup 2017 you know before the 2018 World Cup. Since then you share the homo so so with this particular team you know I saw me host and win with the likes of Jamal Musiala, Mababe Remu, the Florent Vest, you know, they are now getting used to that tactics now. Already did the Julian Nagelsmann, Eddie Bano. So I said now from a go down Portugal national team, no, a team Benya equalizer from Chico Consensao, and then Ronaldo sealed it because in 4 times our Marco final since you can't say Portuguese national team no 1 more for me 75 years no me team you can't say the trophy 2004 and team be back close Euros no only Greece and Caristias 57 minutes or make it the difference. Satam now Ronaldo friend and all about to the scene. Now Luis Figomo, the Manich, the Costinhas, the big boy, the held up Postigas, talk of Obitis Pauletta, they were all there and Ronaldo went to me. But ever since Ronaldo made the captain's armband, Edma Portuguese national team Salasaus navigators, it has been a different story. 2016 on a dome and on the goal from the semi-final. Emma against Wales 2019 he did it and so coach Netherlands Goncalo Guedes Emma that winner and then Obekaya Omesambe yet another final and so wow this is it this 2018 so the UEFA Nation League final nankasa Portugal team ko share Germany Spanish national team woman na bibiamu or made a better side they had already met 42 times now Spain are winning 19 times
you attribute it to lack
6 I attribute it to lack and then wake up call to really Dean Eddie. You can't say Roberto Martinez or the backroom staff. No, Erico, Obi already gave me a commentary. You saw it. Already Dean Luis de la Fuente. The mistake I say there were some players we are not they were giving out their best. But I was starting leading 2 goals. With goals coming from you can say Martin Zubimendi and then Mikao Yazaba. He thought say when we Jumano. But let they know. Say not you can say o man Eddie you can say Portugal omo coach no so ehun say no. There are some lapses. Oh, the man tell be omo the on performance mu. Say so you omo free mu. Emra nani ba no so no. You nervous no so obon at the wrong position no. The guy he was suffering from fatigue. He was suffering from burnout. I said no overwork it. As a defensive midfielder, I would now come right back there. What are you supposed to do? I saw the Nelson Semedo boom. Now right back in terms of the defense, everyone solidify ho. We are not said that be. I was saying you put doing that to move film. My main cover brand tells Rafael and Fanimra. And Leo coming in, it changed the narrative for Portuguese national team, because Spain were dominating. Lamine Yamal, because Nuno Mendes, he didn't just do it against Portugal. He had already done it against, you can say, Arsenal. In fact, Liverpool with Mohamed Salah. He did against Bukayo Saka. He did also against Lamine, you can say Inter.
By far, their best
like,
player.
By far. Nuno Mendes, about his own pocket players, and now everybody Lamine Yamal or Lamine Yamal.
So the point is that what I want to get is that you feel, sir, it is not
like
the best team they winning,
and you're the best team, no. Yes, stats on paper. Obeka says some winning. You're not winning.
No, on paper. We watch it. I mean, the game not yet share. You know, the best team win. Now say no, a lack.
A lack. Okay. A play role.
Right,
and resilience. As you can be.
All right.
Portuguese national team.
You also think say lack now a play role for Portugal to win. I say the best team are winning.
Undoubtedly. I mean, pure luck, because statistics say for Spain to have 62% possession as against Portugal 38%. First half, the Nanka. Also Spain, a weird human first half. You know, but luck, come now, bro, so now, luck, you can't take it away from, our game, football, no, maybe, because this is in Osha, the trophies, so it tells you that, luck plays, major role in football. If it eludes you, that luck eludes you, on the day. Say we saw Spain doing that.
But you're not downplaying the efforts of Portugal.
Portugal, Cristiano Ronaldo and Roberto Martinez. Yeah. And easy so I say a lot of managers have failed in that regard. They failed in the sense that when you try to blend the experience, the old and experience with the younger ones. And easy so a lot of coaches have failed. For Roberto Martinez to be able to Bernardo Silva, Ronaldo, 40-year-old Ronaldo, etima blending with Nicola Mendes, Yael Neves, and Diogo Costa, goalkeeper, 25 years, Diogo Costa. And it tells you, say, why Juma? The team Portugal, my idea.
A new crop of players.
Exactly. But Vitinha, and Nuno Mendes, Champions League, PSG. Almost first ever Champions League. Inti imagine on my ejuma. Spain no De La Fuente the Bibia on or shooting itself in the foot any substitutions now. Oh yeah, and say Ivan Sidi can or I think say or I don't know say or man or no free say or we Jumana. Because in the first half, we saw Spain. I mean, overall game, overall game, 68%. That's against 32%. Shot on target. I mean, it's there clearly. Okosha, Obibia. But second half, Ejuma Roberto Martinez, any kind of fast so neutralizing or more threats or more attack there. Yamil Lama wasn't in the game again anymore.
Gina film.
Yes. Abrante no Mendes no. I mean Abrante no Oshaya Evans Kai say more this season. I mean old experience Mohamed Salah grandpa no Pochettino. Yes, Champions League Pochettino. Saka put the young Kanasem. Now against 17-year-old Lamine Yamal. Went to me Kwamna Inter Milan. Omu fullbacks. Inverted a friend is saying it sounds Abrante because of our speed, our pace, and or your ball playing defender.
Yeah.
And then I mean we've moved away from the natural friends, static friends saying lateral players, 2 and 3. There be say will be a movement. And now Ushoma, you can say Arnold no lucky a friend is a defensive way. They be very good when he goes forward. It been a Mendy so Real Madrid, Mendy, also acquire static, also to me movies are football. No, we need no Mendes, more than one boy. And I mean, Ocean is season with Oje treble with PSG, Super Cup, Coupe de France, and domestic league. No, Omoji 3. Our Beji Nations Cup, Waji Nations Cup,
Champions League.
Come on, why are they at that young age? In time, I say. I mean, he won the man of the match for the final.
And he has always been a man of finals. Now, the career 8/8.
Yeah.
Or winning the Portugal Super Cup in 2021. Or by winning Champions Air Trophy in 2022. Or by PSG, or by French Cup 2024. Or by Champions Trophy, which is the Premier Friendly Champion. Or by French Cup, which is the Coup de France. Once about by Champions League. And or by Nations.
He's a good player.
So progressively. Say, I think say Amorim. Amorim na training on Sporting Lisbon.
Yeah.
Obe movie, make it that movie
Paris
about PSG,
Saint-Germain.
Yeah. And we Amorim. I mean the system now. This hybrid players and the 3 back no ebwa. And Jemo was say Abrante no on level no. So unya good development and I mean good managers it is Amorim. 3 back no ball ebwa no. On Abrante no ball no more than ye.
Of course,
across the PSG no.
In the final,
you're using speed or the recovery rating so was very very high.
In the final,
very good.
Also, when you check in the numbers and kasa, as I saw the MVP no, on the map Portugal for hope. Good. 21st minute and a first goal no buy from Bibiani, and he got the equalizer as of 26 minutes.
Yeah.
And Eriko, Oma one goal no, Oma 3 key clearances.
Yeah.
3 tackles, 7 over 10 ground duels, and on winning here. Obama 4 over 5 successful take-ons as a left back, or somehow 1 penalty shootout goal, and Oma the 81 pass accuracy. So when you have a fullback of his nature, you are good to go.
You are good to go. So I think your points are well made about the final.
Before I go, my undermining Ronaldo achievement, so I say at age 40, 36. Major trophies, career trophies, and yet
still scoring.
I mean, yes,
at the highest level.
And one G, because they are no business. He went to me and
so you should understand why he was crying. It's on me say no matter what of it might be, I'm pampa here cross the by a punishing. And
because I could make catch us say Ronaldo no. I remember call Ben say be a unya 100% performance be A+ performance. But back Jinjani teammates, now I can't Nuno Mendes accept he made it. And it was true on it Cristiano Ronaldo. Link up, look at that goal that came. Ronaldo was there at the right moment and he knew said Nuno Mendes, just bring it, I'll do the tapping.
You can always you even use him for as a decoy. I mean, yes.
What I say?
Bless me, it'll be fun.
75 years.
But the third place, Baswa, now France and to me, Germany, I'm sad. And then, France did a very good game, and Kylian Mbappe, so yeah, dear. Is time up, my It's time up for the edition, Evans.
I think, sir, it's so a short to France, minor, one nation, they've proven to us, Omo compete well with other European nations. Talk of the Italies, the Spains, now you can add Portugal, but it has always been the traditional teams. Now, I can say Europe, Germany, then you get Italy, you get Spain, and sometimes you bring Netherlands in because the likes of Johan Cruyff, your man, you can say, I mean, you know them, the Frank, no, that is Abranti, I know about Barcelona, I mean, Omebo AC Milan, with Gullets. I just want to the player now. One more ball, 9 channel. I'm trying to. Yes. So all of these players, in Netherlands, anytime be a record among the European giants. Now so unya my friend say France. After the 2098, one the Euros, no the World Cup, and then they came to win the Euros also in 2001. Before I say about World Cup in Japan, Korea. So after that, you said then as a French national team, Omoko final crop in 2006 World Cup, had it not been that Marco Materazzi, his feud with Zinedine Zidane, maybe it would have been a different story. Then said Fabio Cannavaro and a cover in 2006 World Cup for Germany. And after that, we said in France, they got because nation as for talent players, they always have it. The time now Zidane move fade away. No, that is why the Sydney goal was more. No more, but Djibril Cissé was all over. Florent Malou Damo. I feel enough for Malou Damo. So I pick it up. They had these players. Frank Ribéry, Bilamo, no Baby Primo, Fabien Barthez, fade away. No, that is where the Steve Mandanda so then a pop it up for the French national team. But Laurent Blanc, of course. So 2012 year the Euros and shut down FIFA Pino 2016 they saw no. And then they said Laurent Blanc here then. So they needed to prepare well, and that is where Didier Deschamps. Satam no coach him say Ako Pimo Italy and the likes of Juve Munu and Queen. Yama obe Pimo national team no. It's a Jumana now all on the club level. We say no. Say a French national beer. A Jumana Casabana tactically. Obe to my bed Jumana Yedimano. Oba so be prove ye. Erico. Yes, and you host and win. But we'll give you the full capacity support. Say Opani for you Pimo Russia. Obe to my 2018 France man Oman Kodiana. Koji walk up, with the same black people now. America says Mazidane war Benyama said this year from Ghana. Same Inana Popoba, Ngolo Conte, Bless Matuidi. What you name them? One more Koji with Google or Remo, one Koji. And once no. And almost baby PMU. Oh, yet another competition. 2021 Nations League. What was baby? In fact, after some French national team, against Portugal for year, what was baby share Spain? And almost share Spain. And Eric Wansans wa almost competing yet. Oh, World Cup oh Kata. Say you Nanya bad. But 2024. I'm not paying from 2016. Why you may ya baby do? Yeah, who can cry or Euros? Say her squad, not a craft for national team. No. The performance not the mind. Many people were disappointed in the reference to Didier Deschamps. And talkability about say yeah, no one can say this year. Yeah, kind of legend. Didier Deschamps was captain for the national team. He did his best. They were able to win the World Cup at the time. No a captain with the last of Marseille Desailly Munina. Time not all Marseille. No time now Ubekaya Marseille Edge Champions League. He was there. Didier Deschamps but the truth of the matter is that. Time and then is really Azizi Denny. And so about seeing him as a coach, Niama wetting ye pe coach padia, as is here, no Dadimano, Tizizu, or Barry Madrid. Oba cano a backroom staff for can.
Considering what? Considering all that Didier Deschamps achieved, should they still trust himself or not a man to take them forward? After I say Obeto so Teddy. I say Ayana, and I make us how many I'm saying
What you walk up?
What you walk up? Oh, what you walk up?
I get you. I brought them. That be the question if why am I we're hoping Senka Nations League here on better.
Yes.
The manner in which a year mufi mono amount me ankono. The for us I take as I say it's about time. I mean he's done after when fifth stage and so when I lost high. So I think maybe France need a new direction.
They need a new direction. That's why I was bringing it then. Say, send your Laurent Blanc. So no, your Paris Saint-Germain. You did national team man. I feel you see on Janto. Same way na me say. Whoever said Didier Deschamps so the time no. Why you man do say wabre. Obe here fresh.
Do jump back for na nyewe.
And then I make just I like you Rafa Benitez. Me about Real Madrid no. The backroom staff na Zidane kan.
Yeah.
Mra na nko yi a Barcelona Real Madrid egu no 9 no we Zidane was part. But mra yes coaching hands no. Na de ma Zidane no driving exercise 2016 Oji.
To where and count to say Abia
Oba duma no okoba back so ehu. Since that time no. When we say Zidane coach team bia na.
Oh no, he's been waiting.
Eti esi ano ase nka so wo twen. Sa opinion
ama
was say so abre on twen ho. No so say obaji free Laurent Blanc no. Ono Zidane so make Christian.
All right, so you see it's time for Didier Deschamps to make way.
I think that
and it's not broken to and fix it.
Oh, why Didier Deschamps for all the events and now come now the records in I mean why are they? I think that any trophy that matters, at that level, including World Cup. Come on, yeah, and he has to leave now that the applause are very high, and also okay, and he say Omano ejigukra. I think that I say Oma Kwanyama. I mean, Zinedine Zidane, and so then expertise ebe build the team from baby our build the Drew no. Now Moshe the direction for on Beko. I mean, I think so. Why be? Yeah, I mean, why be? I was say or train on Gakra. Now I cannot. It's not broken. I mean, entirely, it's not broken. But it needs I mean, you don't have to. I mean, get to that level. I mean, for your pedigree. I mean, what you have achieved for France national team, the Blues, It needs I mean,
yeah.
Or I mean, all the records that are why we know. I mean, it goes at least.
Right.
I mean,
right. Oshe, when you started came live and so you're touching on the Euros, but the transfer window is open. People are making some juicy transfers. We can't just wait to see how those transfers will go. Me per se will be a touch on one or two. Be ansana me ko yemrefi ansana ya ko yenimo. So far, the Baba beat Man City, beat Madrid. Barcelona looking for a goalkeeper. Ter Stegen's future. Vets about Liverpool. Obia anya brace and sans goal carry so Barcelona man. Touch on one or two nianko.
Eriko, Manchester City. Pese de bia de kwan win.
What is United waiting for? United.
Manchester City no. Now no year amomaje back to back 4 times in a row. Premier League abako se binyensi da. Na momo ko boy ya amko so do se na e o se miensa. Si chinche jo monti ase chese omenya well season under Guardiola.
So they have to change things.
First time since 2017 got trophy. E dey say change bibia coaches sisa players. In fact,
they are used to winning.
And this is an Manchester United, City, they were nowhere to be found. Now the year, 11th is a 10th Premier League title. And then the Guardiola say, or no, ever Michael will be a boot for boot. Now, and
already January, they buy any ways from Sunday. Can we idea?
I go home.
This is how by me and son.
Says the Siamo de Miensamba.
200 million.
One of the Ryan Sheki, Tijani Rangers, and Swaba. And then the Marcus Bentinelli, goalkeeper, and Swaba Town, and the Nino Omasisa sporting director. October 2024. And a chicken.
And I go for money up. I did not nice to say about you.
Chicken Bagristan say, a Juan Maebia, says the players are nice. Pedima Bobo Kure, Medi Kevin De Bruyne Abba, Medi.
But Sinus, bless ban. What are you expecting?
Say who go Viana, Portugal, and I go do that any year as the sporting director. Players here do mobile or the young and affable players in the deba. Look,
Befa.
Say Ryan Sheki, Uko Remo Europe. Players on me under 21. Player Bano. Defensive splitting passes, line breaking passes, open play numbers, goals, or the mouth. Not even the Lamine Yamal comes close because on mount 18 goals, on mount 20 plus assists, such a player is a jewel. Or ball Lionel. Lionel no omonye competitive enough and so Europe. It is a brand here the Dindi Ryan Sheki, a super talent or what Manchester City, if they want to compete right now, they've qualified for the Champions League. What they want
going
to do,
for the Club World Cup.
Go for the player. Bring him.
Say goodbye.
Tijani Rangers or a defensive midfielder. Central midfielder. Or no, about 27 matches. 10 goals, 4 assists. As a defensive midfielder, side player no individually a good talent, not the team. As some can. Maybe I can say AC Milan in totality. Maybe Uncle Yedi.
It's a good player.
But player no quality.
It's a goodbye.
I know the answers to Wolverhampton Wanderers. Or a player and the OC body so searching for anyway. Yeah, Kai. Yane ka work and na edwuma ka work team de ne dem bobo ya ba eduru ba bia na se ka work en fa yi enja no kwama ko AC Milan so ko dia na say maybe obeba back krempa ye nhyira nye dey and rely on him.
Okay.
You have to go.
Right.
That day my enko wan I knew it because numbers no e kasa de kire wo say Branton ba obeboa and this is Guardiola was the technical team. We cover Pep Lenders. Liverpool for one former assistant coach yeah no only judging of the cup.
But before you continue, the ones on the cup for by January is then who so you making a Mamouche.
Mamouche Savinho more buy from
Ever.
And yes, I'm for. No, what somebody say?
Team
because the creative spark of Manchester City was missing.
Right.
Kevin De Bruyne from the time no one. Rodri is not the creative spark.
No,
in terms of the shield.
Now only one now.
Shield of the defense. Rodrigo Hernandez Cascante.
Breaky at the end.
And the more fulcrum of the team, no, the link up between the defense and the attack.
Oh, they only say befa.
Alain Haaland and so Piano affected one more, and that's the reason why I make us say next season Manchester City will not be like what we saw last season. It will be ready. Chelsea for most motor now me say Mamadou Sa and I'm going free Strasbourg. Kofa Esugo. You see, me
keeper.
You
see, Erico, Chelsea won. Chelsea be a na sa tobuli no ye mesere ama. Because the conference league title ya fans no ye ni jinwana. The fact that Chelsea bought lesser and answer say any of the European tiers in BR apart from the Champions anytime I go Europe and BOG anytime I go conference league for the first time I go wakwaji but and then Chelsea bobre need the Champions League you know one with the City here one with the Real Madrid
yeah but
or the Trent Alexander-Arnold aba when we say first of all no the difference you know for now David Olukutumba Alaba no pira Rudiger no pira Edem Militao no pira
the hoist na dia wabayi
somebody the hoist himba me was setting Raul Asensio Oguso ofefe on any day say Rudiger na pira Alaba krampo the eja no kwan a the one na so oba eso unyas that the hoist no oni bia Raul Asensio or Rudiger one of them are available on any forming that partnership right back no then Kabahar Ramos ehuso mami nja ne kwan na onye de onko anase po be ho a Mami for Branton
yes.
Because about the form, ni bibia or the offensive was defense so definitely with the setup of the new coach Abajabi Alonso no.
It's not much as for Musa Samodano.
It is a Real Madrid mu yesi. Say Bayern Munich mu kra Roy Leroy Aziz Kane ya the name Galatasaray Sport Colombo. Oh Turkish Super League mu sign ye the Penico Williams. I'm a best edman dia mano. Now better confirm Esugo and Mamadou Sa.
All right, I was saying Vest is here. I'm for Germany for non buying England. I'm more Matisse Kakakawi akoto vet no.
Vet abeju. Now and yet it's not just it's not a normal signing. Florian Vet is an exceptional player.
Hey,
no, exceptional player. You know, don't say when it comes to your buys now and your purchases now, we rely heavily on data. Okay. Data analysis, exactly.
Yes, I'm talking.
Florian Vet and Liverpool, Michael Edwards 5 years ago, when Tamawo FC Cologne. And I didn't know Cologne bar Leverkusen Santi. And yet is here. Cologne Euro 2024. Not just my so move for no.
Yeah.
Or try DB someone who share German national team or buy no person or bought 2 number 10s. 2 number 10, Vet number 10s. Jamal Musella any Florian Vet. Now Kranos Vet no. You know, I want to show me what GD am wo ni mu chese fearless chese ozroshi no wait on ya say onya ACL pain I will recover 2 times Bundesliga player of the season 2 times Alonso last season invisible friends invisible season onya last season for 2 titles yes
dear people
last season so not bad even though man to me
Bundesliga best player this season was 2 times
Montombas
Debbie
for Montombo
statistics no and
numbers then lie okay Martin
and na ohwe ya you call checking run checking ohwe numbers na a ball recovery Florian Vet is far ahead of Chucky. Yes, of course, they are creative players. Number 10, me no personally, me way number 10, and I am the share player number 10. No, the weight of your pass.
Okay. Okay.
The weight of your pass. And Florian Wirtz, Kwabena Dikan can check it. I mean, City obey breaking line, defensive. I'm splitting passes there. And unhe will be obey or better. Better.
Yeah.
Na untimi. You be than Florian Wirtz. Florian Wirtz. He's couched in a. I say, McAllister. Alexis McAllister. That kind of player. Alexis McAllister, no. Who trying attacking threats aside. It mean very good defensively. Into here, it mean bomb the two pivots, Gravenberch and McAllister. It sounds like very good ball recovery rate, good interceptions. Offer foreign vet say or attacking player, creative way. Any passes are on or you play be on my passer, on my passer. Has to be control ball. No.
Sir,
me na me catch you. Po say, be ya pesa ball no turn. Hope pay na better amount.
Hey,
foreign vet. Obi
yes.
I mean, double numbers. Europe. This is me say clearly statistics. To show say player no.
Statistics are okay. Statistics are okay. Me team the about too much here. Eriko, uni bibi. My man said
yeah.
Wow.
Florian Wirtz in his entire career as a player about 228 games.
All the old yinis.
Uti.
Y'all can own yini. That be the queen. Y'all can own yini ana.
Me say you come.
That be but own yini ana.
Yes, I'm yini. But me person chance say Premier League also soon be na num.
Okay, it's fine. It's fine. All right. So that transfer window the more
no, that me cannot here.
It's fine.
Me say exceptional player.
It's fine.
And
Kai Havertz feel Leverkusen no. Florian Wirtz. On it say or Baba fall Leverkusen say na betri so. And oba na obeye. Obeye Alonso project. On Alonso project no. Na the entire anko Bayern Munich ni na ha say. Bayern Munich no. Jama Musela wa ko na say.
Well,
and when it comes to PR, the English press, I mean the whole world, the English press, so I mean, almost well engineered, but PR there. Liverpool, English Premier League, you know.
Yeah.
And with low time, no, you'll be projected.
One deal I can't wait.
Jama Musela. Steven Koshana say
player be sign up club. After me who England no yeah. Say me who say Kevin De Bruyne Napoli fi up to ever
say baby
no it's the mutwa
it omutwa but you see Hobeboa De Bruyne than the Premier League Hobeboa no because he's a good passer of the ball, a good distributor of the ball, and Italy one the answer odi unya ball na just pass na De Bruyne you know for more attacker no
well
running but for Verts they na make person make
but inside the game live and I will show you Kedwana Kasani Erica City Body now now we have league champion Gold Stars are champions of the Ghanaian Premier League
inflated
Gia Omaje no verdict by after so Omaje coronation na ebaso ye kan nyina bom ni yaka na man for say verdict na fi mu de baza na night he has to focus toss in the 5 come on for the mama has I got also 4 yes but ball rat of 4 so yakada maybe Samo if you feel nations can win it and our Gold Stars can do this Evans minim say okay dey okay ya okay say okay say win a beja na say win a beja
because about today between Nations and Bibiani Gold Stars and our stepping Nations FC say per the matches are Akano even with the Heart of Lions game no they were not going to sit aloof now I say Bashiri for the boys meeting Abrankesi and that game no I can was a Basakedi you know it was going to be difficult for them just that I was expecting a positive result maybe it's either they were going to win or draw well unfortunately look at the incidents they see here and Charles said Ghana we have a long way to go. And your league, you know, a man for baby at a fee a ball game we are normally 40%, almost 60% with them one, only 40% are compared to some Moncobo. Yeah, can Monconque. Because say league, you say I have fair transparency here, Juma. I don't think that's easy and then you go see about a national KBC. But yeah, no, your father more simple. We leave things to go like that. Yeti Kroma Basake Gold Stars omo coach be catch say omo ni kotoko baba bebo na kotoko fo no afra wo players atuatua no ma dia mo ene league papa bi ya tena ma akosa akwa enye me wonwa semra omo koduru ho incident esi wo yo wa ya cameraman kra say abi babi asoro na yesi ho na yesi nka ugina ne no ya ma ugina ne awosu na am wa den wasi fam be besem ko gina VIP so say dia bi won so obi gina VIP atwa game da so all of these things no settings in Kwan and Premier League. It's Nations FC. Omi Omniama year. And I Casanova way in Asia. They would have been the champions because Bibiani Gold Stars for they had the opportunity. Say some moment and come to us for do some way. There was woman I mean the perfect winner. I been said Papa Mas to back catch on a credible representation of Africa. But everyone said no. At the point, Gabon Benso, and you can be asked, you bet you be now so. Say, with your Yanuma, to your mom, my frustrating crofobia, not changing the and one our cost. So you see, league, you know.
So it's your point that the BNF won't deserve it.
That's all we deserve you.
But someone deserve
clearly, now my Carella United be show. What I say at the time, I know we lead only the team. I know we lose home. League na bon say a competitive league ultimi kwachi Bicham United oni nyina na obi an lusu fie kwachi ne hye no tia no ama o tia no we brekum Chelsea for some be share Bicham United record na e bi nyansiye e bi siye so we saw say a competitive team look at Kofi Mpom Maso de na sa time why we bofakwa nkofo no nya botra ma no a obepiem Bibiani Gold Stars after sena Michael say won dudu no a ema okopiem amanone before so obefiri mu ema Frimpong Maso be so mu hwe akra odo mo ye the first full time season na odo mo ewrem league ni mu no hwe akra odo mo start ya na eko but that particular loss ma ba mu buye e dey am something on Carella United.
But this is football.
Carella says here kind of quite we do be enye bi omo ye den they have to to talk to allegedly to top matches. La Carella na relegation visa man for now survive relegation surviving easily one
Allegedly.
Me say allegedly.
English Premiership
Aye.
Were there no shocking results?
English Premier League. Say be a Chelsea for no eteta oma dia team bi we show mo.
See
there be competitiveness no team who say no wo there that game we me baba be shock o team be shock o. By obi no mo wa Carella de ne de coach me bomb Maso na nkasa obeka say no one say that game no lose ye. You catching off guard. You really na chire. Me say Ghana your league no you assemble the ball and then anobai na Papa Maso count the ultimate sports show so until say the reason why Alali for pocketing no less than $12 million. Ghana ya buy so pay $3 million a free US for or pay $1 a free and a 3 billion. Alali go akwaje $12 million. Why? They are participating in the FIFA Club World Cup. Say the Tetidiano and Eka Ghana League no competitive enough. Now Kotoko House of Folk and House of Folk Kaine say Ghanaian club bi ho ene Morocco nkwa okono not less than 25 players or omoko Egypt nkwa the better 31 players Tunisia at the 25 players one market to a national team no as a market in Erico they have bunch of players ultimately say these are players they are competing globally at the global stage. Yeah, the 3 players surprisingly 3 players na dey kono Bedu ene Yayeboa ena sa se for obo Casablanca with that Casablanca obi ani momo no one knows them. So Erico, the truth of the matter is that say clubs be proactive. Your Premier League in Panifo no if they are going to be serious enough for us. Amomaka Chair said we need to invest in our league. We need to get sponsors. We need to get the right players out of a Premier League level. Yes, so that they be any cover Division 2, Division 1. Oba ebe you catch 1, 2, 3. Benya numbers about 14 matches. Washa 9 goals. Kwa pe near Huno. Or coin from Tanzania. Or coin from Ethiopia. Or coin from Rwanda. Are you serious?
I was so there, Evans.
It is as cannot be now so betin ya yotom. Ghana Tanzania nya young kono about African football mo. Enya na no mo na ATP Mazembe mo I mean, Erico,
I get you.
Have you Bibiani Gold Stars? Me tia say ometimi catch am so omo ko akofo baby a technical brain na only African scene mu. Now about the Kako Frimpong Maso ho. Ometimi akonom so akoto samo akotu players ba ku mienu bi at least players be a so more African experience kakra and about augment to squad no be competitive enough now o ma team about the knockout stages of the CAF Champions League and when make us they were credible representatives of Ghana and so Africa.
Okay,
say baba golden cake ne when say be a beba so by baba boy yeah pe the clear one so kwa eni se ka kotoko for many pa kasa krampu man then make him because we golden cake for e so show now so the only be pen no yes you won't bio now so the kai na mu say the waka no so 2010 2011 yet Kroma na near FC ochi ebinu na show 31
ever that game so
you do ebeba ti me go start for
do we have do we have a credible rep for the CAF Champions League in Bibiani Gold Stars?
FB me who's the name is send a league yes course with the Eric Adom,
but they didn't just jump to the top of the table. They played matches. They won games.
Me follow omo.
And that is the table. Bibiani Gold Stars 63 points. But on my table ni bio.
Omo yadi. Me follow omo preparations. Omo call Abraham Adatelamti Academy or Central Region, the Cape Coast. Manchester baby omo ko share friendly games omo boy. I think omo ko to grab Bobby Cape Coast Sports Stadium. Ko to show omo 1-0 then. I think 1-0. Preparation omo ya dey dey pay mo. But is it sunny? I mean, the Football Association handle a Premier League, you know. And never be na and I mean and
anybody won't blame me.
Sports Minister Kofi Adams, Honorable Kofi Adams, ebe na no be ka say ebe comment here and yenya obi a efi esco member Sibosru then ebe ka say minister no anya den enim de oka yes but adwuma no moye na moye di ya na kwameneka no ye invest e wo hwe na tiwa elali club world cup ska ko pocket says no e bet me run a league for how many years
Mama Rain Fiso was spend you
winner of the league no I mean say oh ya we unu ska oje o be bought 34 matches two coin I mean Rex to come ko friends saying Enzima Obeko I mean mention them Tamale ni ade nyina wie ama size ka we.
But do you think someone pack ball? What would you say come on?
I mean it's that time that we football here yeah. And
come on. I'm pay scan on
almost on ball.
Let's get so nyabo.
And never cost $5 billion now.
Look at the attendance in our stadiums. Look at the attendance in our stadiums.
$5 billion.
Look at the attendance. Very poor, very bad.
500,000 Ghana cedis. Men can't be no problem goes up because boss sponsorless league. But you see, men cannot crunch and say GF. They don't respect the job they are doing. Do you know why? Who pro that league, you know, and your blasters. You are just caretakers for the national team because one minister sabi ebi oni before you want president be so onko Bibiana. At least what background that he can cry himself. Okay, Kofi Adams, our best sports minister. Many people they do not know himself about football no more. You can say, but about boxing so you know they the sports minister man because of ne nim dia kakra bi of sports no ehho enti the man no. Enti on timi kan cham say Ghana ya ban no ko be wa kofa ministry fufu ba na dwuma ko fufu bi so when national team so GFA na be so. But every no am on attention now on national teams no so and on dey cash in kind. Cash in kind. To the Eduaba Kwaji Lily. Adriana Wadie, Kwaji Wan, Niano, Nsuo Piva, and at the end, and one or more. To the Mayo Wisika, on the bois, no Kwaji Tekno like phones, no money at the idea. I tell one, Zanomano. You see, I'm not mentioning the brand name.
Player of the month, Channanye.
I don't know. Now we do no league near Papa. They didn't nominate. Why is it TV? Erico, Yanka saying you electrical appliances. But listen, we league, you know.
We can do better.
League.
We can do better.
We league, you know. Mampele League. Code League. The reason why I code the league, you know, because of say, Upuefe na kasa product, sponsored league na mobo.
Mantole.
Pele. Kodo se league na obo. Go no league na obo. League no debia ye titi ho. Omo anka so omo. Omo titi omo say ya. Omo ye say. Driba na senya no nko a. Na unyanya yi ma unyi ho no ma enyanya yi ka.
Me mosakura.
Eno krampa ye. E dia Rico. Yeti na ya edwidwi ho bi na si Basakani Nations ni tem no. Me say yeti kroma ye boss sponsorless league. Efe no omo nya bibi afa ho. And is that
so in a way
the club no.
I don't know blame club no so kakra. Mo ha dwen.
Club no the reason why ya.
The Basakefo ekwe and no every president I dey.
Come na Eric. Say efe no de na bubu akwa mu. Na punishment che say ye de hwe me hear fi say league ya hebu yi. Obi ewu. Sem ya hwe okra wo mu.
Enye serious o marry mu.
Ye wie ye security and safety protocols e de kopie Basake. Na minister ebe ka say managers and administrators club owners they need education boni ben say be asmo okay boni ben boni okan boni say me
yes kura ma enwanwa
yanya eni ma ye enti ona ko be comment here say Ujin cry say league no player obitimi pra no aka fi yes you Ibrahim Osman Kim Faisal Ibrahim Osman prayer come on
me say clubs
the reason why player na pra na manager na say abet ono manager no mum na twetwe ne bo kind of football be na
say no say no tin onya Rwanda na obekọ no say
na say na obekọ person be say clubs no the reason why omo so go so omo league na fa say scan no say Rwanda na o kan no onim say do ona so market na na amponsen run Ghana Premier League club kotoko na omo board panifo so omo yiska eduru bi edin kra de otikare ni kru ebra won aso nana yebo dia na tu yabo mu ase otumfo se tutu a otoso mienu ono ankasa tu ni botom eyisika enso so kwa mpoku be bo 16 matches she na go super yeso oko ehfa oko usuma USM Orges e wo Nigeria oko ekosi sen ko bo lo okuribga eti clubs no omo ni so
imagine prediction on the MTN FA Cup on Sunday Golden Kick versus Kumasi Asante Kotoko. I'm for say Kotoko timu ya yomo da mo de sana piu baako ne yapon. Are we going to see a shocker? And I say senior Crawford predicting as Kotoko big boys into Ombeche Golden Kick. We're going to force the road to the final. They have done so well. Which show 5-4. Which almost show much as of warm. Much atram. Kotoko should be careful.
They have to be careful. They have to be careful. This is a season Kotoko investment or in terms of player. Players or buy money. Settlement or be a trade muko settlement or my be muna investing in sika. This is a club. In as much as running we know infrastructure wise. I heard the maybe to be Abaso, yeah. And also folk Ebusiano family no. They've done so well. Oshe infrastructure to be a crew, SEO, Pobiman, any office, commercial officer, nanu ya ye, na Kotoko, and so washasiye wadako da jachi. But I may I say, infrastructure, we know, I will say, TNI, and I say, Timmy focusing on developing that side of come
back to the game.
But investment in now me can't say investment in now you need say Kotoko den. Players are Kotoko sign Beckham Chelsea Loramo Patrick Mono move.
But the season hasn't been.
Patrick do. Wonderful players. Entry from great Olympics. Top players. They blended with Kamara. More perform by Congolese soldier. Samba O'Neal, fantastic player. Enti, say no match. No match. But I'm calling Sasa him say. Ghana Premier League. Says the only opportunity. We don't have any. Team no says don't have any excuse.
They don't have an excuse.
Dan say that Kosiada no. Ombetimi FA Cup no.
Kotoko excuse.
Yes. For all this investment.
Wow.
They need excuse beyond than to win this trophy. I bet I pacify. I mean the Porcupine. Fraternity.
Wow.
You know, Kotoko supporters deserve. So, yeah, because deserve.
All right. Also,
now me can't go to say. And not for because I don't know I can go golden kicks no. A very young side.
Oh yeah, rough.
Na Mirika de Jai. Mirika de would dia grow Mirika do do be come Mirika 90 minutes. Ube come Mirika na ama. Enye mo wan say atram divisi. Mirika mo dey atram divisi crowd divisi. Operation there. No easy. Nti I say ye man need da ho. Yeah, I say man need da ho.
So Benin na be ma golden cakes for the sheba. Kotoko. Players ni nyina. Players no be nyina about 6 months and this be Trebeka. Because I don't see the reason why. Over trauma there. I didn't know see 2010 2011. Mrs. Atam na near FC no. Ochi team with tuition 31.
O se Kotoko trauma golden cake shenwa.
Players ni be 6 months and this one say obiaji.
Sunday. University of Ghana Stadium 5 p.m. live Adom TV live Asempa. Live on Israel FM, live on Adom 106.3. Obasha Tie, Oswina J, I'm a guest. Evans Kwabna Sapo, I'm a guest. And producer, I am confidence. Kejuana Kasani Erica Siri, inside the game. On subscribe, you have a subscription button. Or comment, you're welcome. And ma show you a grow. Yami ya tumo ya besan shine and this edition. Bye bye.